Ooh, almost lost that one. So, as we approach the blow-off top euphoria era of this bull market, yes, you heard that right. I said the coming blow-off top. You think you've seen euphoria already? Just you wait. You haven't seen anything yet. Hold on, is this working? All right, this is perfect. Like I said, the blow-off top is coming. We have to keep ourselves grounded and not overextend ourselves. And what I mean by overextending is taking risk when you shouldn't be. I really want you to understand that right now, at least in stocks, it's not a time to be adding risk, and definitely not into leveraged stock products like we primarily talk about on this channel. Now, crypto just hit a correction that I think is great to start adding risk to your portfolio, but I'm going to tell you right now, buying options should not be one of those ways. Buying options is like playing the lottery, and hoping and praying is not a strategy that we strive for on this channel. Believe me, if you want to blow up your portfolio, buy options. It'll happen sooner or later. Now, for those of you that don't know who I am, which at this point I'm guessing is probably everyone on this platform. So hi, I'm Patrick. I've been an investor for over a decade, an options trader for about 7 years, and I've been investing in crypto for 7 years as well. I've grown my portfolio to over $250,000, and I run a little school community by the same name as this channel. And if you want to check that out, link is in the description below. But what we're here to talk about today is what not to do at this point in the bull market cycle. And what you should not be doing is buying options, especially short-dated options. Especially short-dated out of the money options. If you're gonna be adding risk at this time, it should be through stock and not through derivatives. The time to add derivatives, especially leap options, was like 3 years ago at the bottom of the bear market, not today when we've completed 50% of the bull market already, if not more. Yes, there's still time to make money in this market, but the risk to reward with buying options is slowly dwindling. And for those new to options, wondering what LEAPs are, it just stands for long-term equity anticipation securities, which is nerd speak for buying options that are in the money and expire in around a year or longer. Now, if done correctly, leaps can be rewarding, yes, I will admit that, but they have to be done correctly. That's the point. And to do them correctly requires some decent market knowledge, some patience, and pretty good timing. Now, making money by buying stocks or indexes requires you to smack that buy button and wait for 4 years or longer. And hope you didn't buy a pyramid scheme or a pump and dump. That's pretty much it. And by the way, if you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe for me. It really helps me know whether you like this type of content or not, or tell me down in the comments. I love chatting about this stuff with you guys. Now, if you're new to options, pretty much here's the lowdown. Buying options is like playing blackjack. Selling options is like being the casino. Now, selling options is a great way to make money while actively participating in the markets, and buying options is, as you might have guessed, at least most of the time, just a gamble. Because not only do you have to be right directionally, you have to be right directionally in a finite amount of time. And to make matters worse, you not only have to be directionally right in a finite amount of time, but your predicted move in the underlying stock has to outperform the expected volatility in your direction in the given finite amount of time. Now, this doesn't apply so much to the in the money leaps, but for shorter dated and especially out of the money options, it's very much a factor you have to consider. I think this is a factor that many people on the internet do not discuss when it comes to buying options and how dangerous it can be if you don't have the experience with it. You have to get the direction right. You have to be right before your options expire worthless. And then you also have to have a move that outperforms the expected volatility that the market has come to determine. And if any of those factors do not align with your trade, you come out with zero at the other end. 100% loss on your position that you cannot recover. And if not 100% loss, it's probably still going to be a massive loss. And if you know the internet at all, you would know about a little Reddit community known as Wall Street Bets. If you don't know about this community, go check it out on Reddit, and you will quickly begin to understand why you shouldn't buy options to make leveraged returns. I'm not saying you can't do it, because plenty of people do and have success with it. However, the majority will come out the other end with nothing. And last time I checked, it's a lot easier and a lot less stressful to just buy a stock or buy an index and have a 50-50 shot than rely on options where you need 3 different factors to align perfectly. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing most people don't consider about buying options. The anxiety and the stress can creep into your day-to-day. No one needs that. Our lives are already hard enough as it is, so let's not add to that. Now, if you're going to watch this video and say, screw this guy, he's being too conservative, and you're still going to go out and ape your life savings into 30-day calls on Nvidia, just please extend your time horizon. Stock market and crypto moves take longer to develop than you expect, always. So just extend your time horizon. Pay a little more upfront for the options, but at least that way you give yourself some more time to be right. So again, if you're gonna add risk to your portfolio at these levels in the stock market or in crypto, do so by either buying spot crypto or shares of stock. Don't make investing harder than it should be by adding an entirely new layer of factors that you have to get right to make a little more money. It just is not worth it. Now, at this point in time, we just had Bitcoin get absolutely cursed and it nuked to 88,000. And as of today, actually went all the way down to the 86,000 handle. We haven't seen these levels since the April tariff tantrum. So it is concerning a lot of people, to say the least, which is why it's a good time to be buying. If your buys aren't giving you anxiety, you're probably buying too high. But like I just mentioned, I'm buying spot crypto. No leverage, no options, just pure crypto tokens or ETFs if it's in my tax advantaged accounts. And the only stocks I'd be looking to buy right now are crypto adjacent stocks. I really believe we're going to see some volatility in stocks to the downside in the near future, because typically crypto sniffs out the panic first, then stocks tend to follow closely after. Crypto is like at the very edge of the risk curve, so it is a lot more sensitive to these market or to these changes in market dynamics, especially when it comes to market liquidity. And if a near-term correction happens in NASDAQ or the SPY, I'd be looking to add either UPRO or TQQQ. That's pretty much it. You can get more than enough leverage from a triple leveraged index, and always aim to make those doubles and those triples and maybe even those singles, and stop focusing on trying to hit the rare grand slams. Chasing the grand slams is like using options and hoping to make insane returns really quickly, and that will blow you up. I guarantee it'll blow you up. So instead, just stay steady, use margins sparingly, and just don't dabble with buying options to outperform the underlying. Don't overcomplicate things. Now, if you've stuck around this long, go ahead and catch another one of my videos right over here, or check out my channel over here, where you can take a look at all the other content I have to offer about investing in my personal investing journey. And that's all for me today. I'm Patrick with Apex Wealth Collective. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.